And OPP are conducting a Labor Day long weekend traffic safety campaign. The initiative will focus on the big four: impaired driving, distracted driving, speeding, and seatbelt enforcement. Drivers can expect an increased police presence on the province's roads, and including ride campaigns. Police say 227 people have died on OPP patrolled roads so far this year, and in most instances, the big four were factors in the crashes. Okay, a homicide detective is providing an update now on the fatal shooting of a man outside of a home in the Danforth and Woodbine area. We will listen in at 41 Division.
Hi everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Aaron Akeson. I'm a detective sergeant with the Homicide and Missing Persons Unit of the Toronto Police Service. And I'm here today to provide you an update with a homicide that took place last night, homicide number 56 of 2024, and also to make an appeal for witnesses that may have saw or heard what took place. So last night at approximately 11:25 p.m., we received calls for a shooting in the area of Danforth Road and Danforth Avenue on a street called Landry Avenue. Officers quickly responded to this address, and they located a male with gunshot wounds. Despite life-saving efforts, this male was pronounced deceased at the scene. This victim has been identified. His name is Ioannis Kyriakopoulos, age 64, of Toronto. At this time, we're at the very preliminary stages of our investigation. However, I can tell you that there are at least 3 suspects who fled the area in a dark-colored SUV. We're seeking any witnesses who may have been in the area at the time, who saw or heard something that had taken place. Your information, no matter how small, may be very important to our investigation, so I encourage you to come forward and speak to us. My team will be working here at 41 Division. The phone number at the station is 416-808-4100. You can also provide information anonymously through Crime Stoppers at 416-222-TIPS. Thank you. I'll take any questions.
Did the victim live in the home where he was found on that property?
So I'm not going to comment on where the victim lives, but I can tell you he's a resident of Toronto.
Right. The shots themselves, were they fired at what time was the shot actually fired? And when time did your officers arrive and find the victim?
So the call came over at 11:25 p.m. That's the approximate time that the shooting would have taken place. We had several callers for a sound of gunshots and shooting. And our officers arrived within minutes. I believe it was 2 minutes.
What can you tell us about the victim? Was this person married, a father, working? What can you tell us about this victim? What man is dead, and does this person have a family? How are they doing? What can you tell us?
Yeah, so he has a family that's grieving. He's a father, a husband, and there are a lot of people that were close to him that are grieving his death at this point.
Any idea of where the suspect could have fled off to?
So we are contributing a significant amount of resources in determining exactly what happened and exactly what you've asked, where these suspects are now. We have our forensic officers in the area meticulously collecting evidence, slowly and methodically, and we have an extensive video canvass underway. As well as other investigative avenues to determine who these people are that are responsible for this.
What's the working kind of theory or motive at this particular point in time? I mean, obviously rumors from the neighbors are giving us a sense that this was targeted. Some people are saying that there's, other criminal elements in the neighborhood as well, but can you speak to what may have led to this?
So, as I mentioned, we're in the very preliminary stages of this investigation, and that all forms part of our investigation. At this point, I'm not able to comment on motive.
Was the victim home alone at the time? What did the victim do? Do you have any sense of what they were doing at that residence? Or was there a gathering there? Was there a party there? Was there happening?
So at this point, I'm not going to comment on the victim's activities that night. I can tell you, clearly there were other people in the area that called the police, but aside from that, there's no other information I can provide at this point.
Was the deceased known to police now?
He was known to police, but I'm not going to discuss his background at this time.
When you say known to police, what do you mean by that?
I'm not going to get into that at this point.
Do you believe this was targeted?
I do believe at this point that it was targeted. Yes.
You say getting connections to the police?
I can't comment on that, no.
There was a police tent outside of the house. What was that?
So last night, around the time of this shooting, there was a significant rainstorm. So our officers quickly acted to protect forensic evidence in the area, and they did so quite successfully.
Were the shots fired inside the home or outside? Like, was this a drive-by shooting, or like, would you clarify on that point?
The shooting took place outside.
Did the suspects exit their vehicle, leave, or like did they drive up and then shoot the man and then get back in and drive away? Is that what happened?
Two suspects were on foot for a period of time, and then at least 3 suspects fled the area.
Okay, so 2 suspects came on foot, and then the shooting happened and hit the 3 took off in the dark colors.
That's correct.
How many shots were fired? You know, we heard a variety of different shots from different people in the area. Can you tell us how many, at least, or approximately?
No, I can't provide that information at this time, but I can tell you that our forensic people are doing, as I said, meticulous work collecting all of that physical evidence at the scene. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Are you able to spell out the name?
Okay, we've been listening live to police providing an update on that shooting last night at Danforth Road and Danforth Ave area. Police say at about 11:25 p.m. they received a call for a shooting. When they arrived, they found a man with gunshot wounds in that area, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Police are now identifying this suspect as 64-year-old Ioannis Kyriakopoulos from Toronto, and police are also saying 3 suspects fled the area in a dark-colored SUV. So police are asking for the public's help in looking for those suspects or anyone who might have any information or video of what happened last night in this area. Police also wouldn't say whether they have determined a motive for this shooting, only that one man, a 64-year-old from Toronto, is now dead.